Oh, it feels so good to be back on the R7. It's been way too long, sadly. So what is up, guys, and welcome back. Today, I honestly wasn't going to do a video this week. My last two video attempts, well, they were pretty much fail. I was trying to make and take some less expensive components and trying to install them on the motorcycle, and I've got a lot of hours involved in trying to make them work out, and they didn't, which, you know, that's okay. And I started thinking I just won't do a video this week, and then I figured, why not talk about what didn't work? Because what didn't work is just as important as what you should or shouldn't buy. So I figured, why not? Let's do this video this week. I want to show you guys the last two jobs that I tried to do on this bike, the last kind of two upgrades. And I'll tell you why they didn't work. So the first one was, everybody absolutely loves these beautiful mirrors I have on here. These Rizomas are ungodly sexy. They look freaking awesome. The problem is they are absolutely stupidly expensive. They're like $450. Depending on where you buy them, I've seen them for $550. That's absolutely insane. Now, yes, I love them, and I don't think I could go without them. Now that I have them, I would totally put them on again, save up and buy them, because they are so worth the money, in my opinion. But I also understand other people not wanting to spend that kind of money on these mirrors. Like, they're cool, but that's just way too much, right? So I went and I started looking through Amazon to see if maybe I could find like a cheaper version that might work on the motorcycle. I found one, and I was watching this video of some dude trying to install them, and they were all like up. They look freaking stupid as shit. So I tried a different version, and I got these right here. I was super excited about them because, like, so up front, initial impression, yeah, wow, these are actually quite well made. I don't know if you guys can see, the build quality is actually pretty nice. Obviously in the video though, I'm talking about how great they are, you know, they're unbelievably well made. They look fantastic. My only real issue was the mounting point, because to me, like, seeing a bolt head versus like something that's covering the bolt head would be kind of annoying to me. But there's, you know, there's ways around it. There's little plastic caps you could put on a bolt head to make it kind of like go away and not look as bad. But the overall real problem with these was the fact that they just didn't fit the bolt pattern at all. So they weren't even close. So that kind of sucked to not be able to use those, because they were freaking fantastic. Like I said, I think the quality of these are awesome. I even tried installing them on my son's Yamaha R3, because I was like, oh, maybe these will work. And technically they did. They fit on the R3 quite well, bolt pattern wise. But they were like angled straight down. They were either angled straight down or they're angled straight up. So obviously not acceptable. So I would say they're probably for a Kawasaki, maybe. I wish I still had my Ninja 400, because I would totally try them out on there. Because in my opinion, if you could find like these quality style of mirror right here and be able to use it instead of a Rizoma, like, why not? This is freaking fantastic. That would be a hell of a buy, in my opinion. But these didn't work out, and of course I'll link them down below, not because obviously I want you to buy them, but because I want you to be able to identify what they are. And if you're looking at trying to buy these style of mirrors for your R7, you'll know that these don't work. So that was video attempt upgrade number 1 for the last week and a half. Like getting into the bike and riding it hard, the quick shifter is freaking great on this bike. I go back and forth talking shit about, oh, you gotta have an auto blipper. Like, no you don't. I can auto blip just fine. Okay, so upgrade number 2. Woo. Oh, I slowed way down. No. Sorry, I'm so excited to be back on the R7. It's been entirely too long. I have been commuting basically for weeks now on the Tuono, which has been pretty decent. I wish the windshield was a little bit higher so I'd have a little bit more of a, or a little less of a wind blast on my face, because I know right now I talk, it's like, oh, it's cold right now. It's like 70 degrees here in California, Central Coast where I'm at. But the mornings are getting mid-30s, 37-ish is what it'll be tomorrow. So I got some little bit better snivel gear for tomorrow, so we'll see if I can hack it. Because all last week I didn't ride because I was just, oh, we're not waiting for you, boss. God, she's fun. I miss this. I miss it. But like for real, upgrade number 2. Attempt anyway. Somebody reached out to me and asked me to install these.
And a subscriber reached out to me and asked me if I could specifically install these. So that's what we're gonna do today.
And at first I really didn't want to, because like, I did that when I was younger with my Honda Civics and I thought I was fast and furious and had all these underglow, you know, body lights. And then I started thinking, I was like, you know what, they'd actually be pretty cool. Obviously I love LED lights because they're all over my freaking garage and office. So why not have like a dope ass little glow coming out of this R7? I think it'd be kind of cool, as long as you could figure out how to completely hide the LED strips to where you never saw them and all you saw was a glow. And that's what I was going for during the install. So I spent probably 2 hours disassembling the bike, trying to line up where these LED lights were gonna go. I got a couple of them mounted up pretty good, and it started to look really freaking cool. And then I decided, well, I'm gonna like fully install the actual box and switch and make sure that I could keep, you know, installing them and looking at the lights to see if they're working. And then it turns out that they would just keep shutting off on me, and I was like, oh, well, maybe my battery in the bike is dying because I've been, you know, had it on and off so much. But no, that definitely wasn't the case. I wired them in great, and the little fuse was failing like crazy. So I could like take it apart, mess with it a little bit, put it back together, and then the fuse would turn on for 30 seconds, and then if you touched it, it would shut off. So obviously that's unacceptable. As we're bouncing around on the bike, having the lights turn on and off and on and off would be stupid. And then I started looking at the like box controller, thinking like, there's no way, like if you left your bike outside and it was really cold and you got all that dew inside the bike all over this little box, it would freaking die on you. Even if I cut this fuse out and wired my own in so I didn't have to deal with that anymore, I think this box would fail. So I ended up just ripping it all off the bike. I thought it would have been really, really cool. If an item is that cheap, there's things that start happening. First off, you'll start getting a drain on your battery, and that's going to be from corrosion that's going to happen within this component or a failed wire somewhere. And then you're going to start getting like parasitic draws, which totally suck. Not that they're hard to find and that you couldn't eliminate the component as the failure, but I don't want to be trying to get home from work or home from somewhere and it's late and I can't do shit because I have some parasitic draw killing my freaking battery all the time, and then having to troubleshoot that would be just annoying to me. So as much as I started thinking they were actually going to come out really cool, they're just too cheap, guys, and we need better stuff than this. If you guys know of a good light system that is not cheap crap that maybe you would want to see installed on the bike, I'll do that. Same with the mirrors. If you guys think that you have another set of inexpensive Rizomas and you just want somebody to see if they fit and see how they work, I don't mind doing it, guys, because I can always return them if they suck. So comments if there's some stuff you want to see installed on the bike and how to install it and whether or not it's a worthy component or not. Freaking drop it down in the description and let me know. I'd be happy to try them out. But that about covers it, guys. Sorry, this is all I have for you this week. And as always, I appreciate all of you and your comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.